We'll wait and see who shows up and who doesn't. But anyway, I just wanted to come on and I'll wait a few minutes and see if anybody shows up or not. And I wanted to talk about some cool stuff going on in MAGA world. And this is really cool stuff. We have a lot of people that are trying to poison the well at President Trump's success. And if you watch CNN, you'll see them talking about how Trump is fading and this and that. And they're saying that he's not doing well, the economy and affordability and everything opposite of that is what's happening. So anyway, what really made me angry, and I'm going to talk about it in a minute.
Into the motherboard. The voting machine tapes clearly indicate 5 key states all stopped counting at a certain time. These were all machine accounts of votes.
All right. So I have that video, and so basically what's going on is President Trump, if you haven't been following, has made really good friends with Nicki Minaj. Now, I don't expect you to know who Nicki Minaj is. I sure as hell didn't really know, being the age I am, and it's not my style of music, but she's very famous, very popular, especially among minorities and a lot of white people too. Now, she is a Christian and openly Christian these days. She has found God and a mission in life, and she's doing really good. She's trying to unite the country. And of course, when you try to do that, the Democrats have to try to tear you down. So the Democrats have opened a really big, bad can of worms for themselves by criticizing Nicki Minaj for partnering with Trump, President Trump. And the reason why this is an issue for Democrats is because Nicki Minaj has millions of fans. And she also started the BARBZ, Nicki Minaj, and they call themselves BARBZ, B-A-R-B-Z, okay, BARBZ. They call themselves BARBZ. And it's a political movement where they want to fix the country. They just partnered with Donald Trump. So obviously, the Democrats are having a conniption over that. They hate losing their property. They feel like they own minorities for their votes and everything else. And so they're not very happy about that they're partnering with President Trump to make America great again, like on the hat here. So you have the MAHA movement, Make America Healthy Again, which was RFK Jr. independent movement, combined with MAGA, or MAGA, and Make America Great Again, Make America Healthy Again. Well, the BARBZ have joined forces with those two. So now we have to welcome the BARBZ into the fold, okay? So this is very important. That's why I'm making this video. You guys have to support the BARBZ. You have a lot of black people in this country who are politically lost at the moment because they know the left is lying to them and using them. And we need to welcome them, and we need to be friends, unify, and fix this damn country. We got midterms coming up this year. Traditionally, the White House loses power. That cannot happen this year. I know it's going to break a norm. It's only happened a couple times before. I think the last time it happened was after 9/11. George W. Bush won the House after that attack because America wanted him to respond, and respond we did, incorrectly, I should add. So, pending some kind of big event like that, I don't see much of the country unifying towards anything. And lately, all I've been seeing is black-pilled Republicans criticizing everything the White House is doing. It's poisoning the well. It's not good. But thankfully, the BARBZ are going to come in and save everybody. So this country is going to be saved by the minorities that Democrats exploited, because white people, white Republicans, stay home and they don't vote at midterms. For whatever reason, they'll show up for the presidential, they'll vote, and then they're nowhere to be seen at midterms. And then they'll sit around complaining about things going on, like in Virginia right now, where they're about to be reduced to 10-round magazines and firearms from 30. And their light bills have tripled because of new carbon taxes that Democrats passed. So this is a time for MAGA to unite with BARBZ, Nicki Minaj, black people, Hispanics. Now, we've always welcomed legal migration. We don't want illegal migration. And the Democrats don't pair that as the same. They turn it into a thing about racism. Well, if you don't want migrants, then you're a racist. Well, there's a lot of black people that don't want migrants, illegals in their neighborhoods. And the Democrats aren't going to call them racist. In fact, they're not listening to them at all. So black people are leaving the Democrats. That's great. Hispanics, Asians, and right now the biggest proponent of promoting things for Democrats is white liberal females, the scourge of the earth, unfortunately. So anyway, why do I bring this up? Well, President Trump posted a video on Truth Social that one of the very few instances President Trump actually took the video down. And he didn't really have to. But he knows that he's making a new alliance with black people right now. That he did a lot of work before the last election to win over some black vote, and then lost a little bit of it. So he's getting some of it back because the economy is getting better. So anyway, he posted a video on Truth Social, which he took down. Now, at first, the White House was like, well, what's the big deal? And then it was like, oh, okay, well, a staffer or intern posted the video. So we took it down. It was a mistake. But what I want to tell you is, if you're familiar with Truth Social, you watch a video on it, and probably true with most social media, you watch a video on it, and then when it gets to the end, a new video starts on its own. So that's what happened. And it showed a picture of Michelle Obama and Barack Obama right at the end of the video. So CNN didn't talk about what was in the video. The video was about election fraud in 2020. Okay, that's what the video Trump posted was about. The video was 1 minute and 2 seconds long. So right at the very end of that video clip, and first I'll explain that when you post a video online, you'll come across a video and you can't download it. So you screen record it. You put it on your screen, click record, and then your device will record what's on the screen, everything, including the website you're on, whatever bookmarks you have. It records the whole screen. And then after it records, you can crop it. So you crop out the video you want that you couldn't download. So you just record your screen, crop the video, then you make a whole new video. So at the end of the video, you could see that the original source that it came from, which turned out to be like a picture of a picture of a picture, if you know what I mean. So at the very end, you could see it auto scroll to the next video on whatever social media platform it was on. And then there was a picture of Michelle Obama and Barack Obama that looked like apes. So it looked like President Trump posted that, but he didn't. That was an auto scroll because somebody screen recorded a video from somebody else's website. So they recorded it, and then it auto scrolled, and then he didn't crop it off the end of the time of it. So you get this whole screen recording, you crop out what you want, and you put the time segment, and then when he cropped it, he left that 2 seconds on the end that showed the next auto scroll picture. So it was an easy mistake to make, and it's not an easy one to explain now. So it looks like President Trump posted that video. So what I want to do is you should be able to
machine that counts of votes. A Telit 4G wireless chip manufactured in Taiwan was discovered embedded into the machine that counts of votes. A Telit 4.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this video for you, okay? And Wokeness posted this. So what I want you to do when you watch this, okay, this is very important, is watch the video just as it gets to the end. You will see a quick auto scroll to the Obama ape picture, okay? And then you'll see another video start after. This is an example of what I was talking about, where they screen recorded it. All right, here we go.
G wireless chip manufactured in Taiwan was discovered embedded into the motherboard. The voting machine tapes clearly indicate modem engagement and transmission of election data.
This was an election fraud video Trump posted.
In the 2020 general elections, that 5 key states all stopped counting at a certain time in these key battleground states. These were all where the software, the mini machines, ES&S machines were used, the Smartmatic, the GEMS software. So when the vote stopped counting, and this has been noted in other countries as well, President Trump was significantly ahead. When reporting and counting resumed, there was a massive spike occurred that favored Joe Biden.
Okay, watch. See that? That was an auto scroll. So when you auto scroll, so just to summarize what happened was, President Trump posted that video. Now that video has been taken down for being racist, okay? So a lot of Republicans contacted Trump, said, hey, you know, this isn't cool, and including Senator Scott from South Carolina, a black guy, he didn't like it, so, you know, Trump took it down. Now, what Trump should do is apologize. Okay, he should apologize for that. But again, I want to tell you what happened with the video Trump posted that was deemed racist, which I just played for you, is right at the end of the video, it auto scrolls. And when it auto scrolls, you see the Obamas that look like apes. So that's what happened. And
the counts of votes. A Telit 4G wireless chip
gonna play it again.
in Taiwan was discovered embedded into the motherboard.
Now, when it gets to the end of this video, it's going to cut to the Obamas looking like apes.
And transmission of election data. Some of the anomalies that we noticed in the 2020 general
But keep in mind, it's a
elections,
screen
that
recording
5 key states
from somebody
all
else's
stopped
post.
counting at a certain time in these key battleground states.
So the original source
These were all
auto
where
scrolled,
the
and then they
software,
didn't
the
crop
machines,
it off.
ES&S machines were used, the Smartmatic, the GEMS software. So when the vote
Now, at the end of this,
counting,
you'll
and
see
this
the
has been
Obamas that look like
noted in
apes.
other countries as well.
And it wasn't
President
Trump that
was
posted this, it
significantly
auto
ahead.
scrolled.
When
Watch it
reporting
closely.
and counting resumed, there was a massive spike occurred that favored Joe Biden.
See that? That was the original video. So they took that down, and Trump had posted an election fraud video from 2020. And Jake Tapper, that effing son of a bee, on CNN showed a still screenshot of the Obamas and said that he wouldn't play the video because it is offensive. And the whole video is about election fraud. So Jake Tapper was spreading propaganda on there. And I hope that gets corrected. And apparently the White House just felt it was better to just take it down and forget about it. But I don't like that it happened, because President Trump was not posting a video of Barack Obama and Michelle Obama looking like apes. That is propaganda. And it really pisses me off that CNN would show a still screenshot of that to say that's what that was. And there's no coincidence that this becomes a news story because President Trump is partnering with Nicki Minaj, and MAGA just got a big, huge boost of black voters and Hispanic voters, which we welcome all of you. Nobody in MAGA is racist. That's the whole point I'm saying. And so it's targeted propaganda because of recent successes. And this will go by the boards like everything else. So, anyway, this is a tactic that they have been using for a long time, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we're used to it by now. This is what they do, right? So I just wanted to come on and talk about that. It's like a whole bunch of crap that is just absolutely outrageous that they're trying to pull on the American people. So that's very true. The devil is breathing fire today while the angels are singing his praises. So I'm just checking out some. Well, we're just checking out some things going on the internet. I'm pretty upset with we need to take scrolling through some news here. This is really terrible stuff that's been going on. We got a lot of stuff that's going to be coming up with Iran, for sure. It's looking like Scott Bessant was talking about how they have been watching world banking, and the biggest bank in Iran is financially crumbling, basically, and the regime is about to crumble. That's what Scott Bessant said. A lot of the higher ups in the regime in Iran have been fleeing their money somewhere else, and they have been making plans to leave. Scott Bessant made that clear that the Iran bank is really in trouble right now, and that pretty much the Iranian government's going to collapse pretty shortly. They've been having problems for a while anyway. So we'll monitor that and see what the hell happens. But as it is right now, it's like Trump is going through the formality of having talks with Iran. Iran has been making saber-rattling threats about the Strait of Hormuz and how it belongs to Iran and no one else, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. And they're saying that the American Navy is going to be in serious trouble if they try anything. So my best guess is Trump's going to give them a benefit of the doubt to see what they have to say with talks. And we know the talks are going to be BS. They're just delaying. And I think the inevitable is going to happen. We're going to do a major attack on Iran for regime change. It's going to be a very surgical, precise operation, and it will be successful, and it won't be a prolonged war. So timing is everything with that. And we need to hold steadfast that Iran is on the wrong side of the history and hurting their people. It's very important to acknowledge and remember that. So, but anyway, today's message, being positive, is I have to tell you, we need to welcome the other lost souls in America that traditionally we do not speak with. Not through our choice, but mostly because of their choice. Black people in this country, they don't like white Republicans. That's very obvious. It's been programmed quite a bit with black people. And, you know, we need to welcome everybody into this big tent we have. Black people, Hispanics, LGBT, everyone. Okay, we need to save this country. And I love these guys. We like legal migration, not illegal. Illegal is bad. Legal is good. Vetted, safe, secure. Come one, come all to America. Enjoy your freedoms here. But leave your crap where you were and assimilate. Okay, you need to assimilate. You can't live in your little sections and make your own little countries from where you came from. You have to be Americans, okay? So that's all MAGA cares about, really. America first, country first. So seeing this big Nicki Manaj BARBZ movement, BARBZ, combining with MAGA and MAHA, well, welcome. God bless you. Thank you for being here. We love you. And we want to make this country great. And we need everybody to do it. We need to have unity. So that's what we're doing. So anyways, my friends, I'm going to be concluding this video. I'm glad I clarified the so-called racist video Trump posted, which wasn't. He didn't even post that video. And the video was about election fraud and that stupid frame at the end with the Obamas that looked like apes. CNN screen captured that and made it look like the whole video was that. And actually the video that comes from the Mighty Jungle song, which had Hakeem Jeffries as a meerkat, Chuck Schumer as a zebra. It had Hillary Clinton as a hog, appropriately. And it had Obama's as apes, but they also had, another white Democrat as an ape in the video. So they're trying to make this Trump is a racist thing again. And like I said, it was at the end of the election fraud video, and then it auto-scrolled to that image. So somebody recorded that, screen recorded it. It captured somebody else's auto-scroll for a split second, which had that at the end of the video, and they blamed it on Trump. So the White House took it down and said it was inappropriate and this and that. I just really feel they should have just left it out and explained what it was, but they chose not to do that. But anyway, I'm glad I got to play the original video, which was posted by End Wokeness. Everybody's heard of them online. So they have the entire video on their profiles on social media. If you want to go watch it for yourself on your own computer, go to End Wokeness, wherever they are, on Facebook or other platform, and watch that video. And you can clearly see it's an auto scroll. President Trump did not post pictures of Obamas looking like apes. That is CNN fake news. Jake Tapper can go to hell for his friggin' propaganda he ran today. I'm still upset about it. That son of a bitch, man. Scott Jennings, CNN, you got to make this right when you're on TV. You got to fix this. So anyways, my friends, thank you for watching with me. I just wanted to come on and give you an update on what's going on with Walking with Beau. Basically, succinctly, it's freaking cold out. Too cold to walk right now in Maine. We're going to have a high temperature of 11 degrees Sunday. It's going to be cold tomorrow. It's cold now. But midweek, we're going to start warming up in the 30s, and I'll be posting some more walking videos. I'll talk about all this stuff later on. But in the meantime, I want to remind you to welcome the BARBZ, okay? It has to do with Barbie and pinks. The Barbie pinks, the pink Barbies. Nicki Manaj fans know what that is. I really don't. I'm not a Nicki Manaj fan. Well, I am, but I don't know her music. I couldn't name a song. But welcome. I'm glad. All the black people in America, come over to MAGA. We're wonderful. We love you. Okay? Let's unify and save this country. So the BARBZ, B-A-R-B-Z, You see that online, you'll know what that means. The other one I want to mention is the GAG, G-A-G. It looks like make gag great again. Now, a gag is a gay American and who loves America. So they have their own movement going. So we need to welcome the gags as well, okay? I know it's a funny name having to do with gays. They picked it, okay? But they think it's funny, it's funny. So anyway, we want to welcome everybody into this party and unify, okay, as one, as Americans. We got a lot to fix. President Trump is just a stepping stone. Let's get another 3 years or less, and then he's gone. And it's going to be the next thing. Everybody thinks when Trump's gone, MAGA's gone, but it's not, okay? This is going to endure forever, as long as we carry it and care about the country. The Democrats are sitting there. We're going to win midterms, and we're going to ruin the last 2 years of Trump's presidency. We're going to impeach. We're going to lock people up. We're going to prosecute We're going to prosecute ICE officers who are just doing their job. That's what they're going to do. More division, more hate, more civil strife, and they're going to blame Republicans for it. And unfortunately, we have a lot of Republicans that are going to be too weak. Okay? They're weak. As soon as Trump's not there, their spine is gone. They'll be gone. They might even turn out to be worse than they were before. So we need to have a coalition and an alliance with everybody in this country. Okay? This needs to be a new movement. Post-Trump. Call it MAGA, call it whatever. The Unity Party. That sounds good to me. Let's do it. So anyway, I just wanted to give you an update on all that stuff. And as always, stay safe, stay American, and I will see you on the next walk. God bless America. Say a prayer, literally, for President Trump and America. Okay? God bless you all. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for being here. Let's see. How do I stop this crazy thing? Help! See you guys later.